What was really the story behind the decision to leave Honda, best team out there, strongest factory team at the time, and go to Suzuki, which by everybody's admission at that point was the weakest team of the factory teams?
I think the story behind it was that the management and I didn't get along, and like you said, didn't want me doing risk sports and things like that. Well, to be honest, that year '97 was the new aluminum frame CR250 coming out, and I had ridden it in Japan before that, and it was a tough bike to ride. It was just, it was a really tough bike to ride. It was completely opposite of what I had been riding. So I just, at that time, things weren't feeling right. I just made a change. And, that bike was one of the big decision points for me to make the change. And now saying that, Suzuki did me a great justice. Roger was there, Roger DeCoster, Mel Harris at Team Suzuki. Those guys stepped up at a point. It was late. It was November. We had a month to go till the race season started. And so it was a pretty last minute situation, and Suzuki stepped up. You're right. They had to get on the stick because their bike was kind of weak at that point, and it took us some races to get it going. Eventually, I won a couple races that year, but
ended up second in the championship.
Yeah, ended up second, and by all standards, that's not a bad year. For me, that was a bad year. We had just come off winning 14 out of 15 Supercrosses in '96, and '97 was I won 2 races, so I was like, okay, I was going, what's going on? But everyone else, more importantly, was going, man, what's wrong with you? And so at that time, things that happened, I had some DNFs, and I felt like, okay, I wanted to make a sound decision on where I was going from here in the future, and that's when we went to the Yamaha.
The Dave Despain Show, presented by Carlisle Tools. Sunday, 8 p.m. Eastern and Pacific, only on MAV TV.